Hello everyone, this is Brett Keene, and this video is going to probably be called Traumatic Experience. Um, I was asked by some MySpace people, as a lot of you may know, I have a lot of videos up on MySpace and I have a profile over there. I plan on redesigning my MySpace profile, though. It looks kind of fucking dumb. At least in my eyes. I think that I could do a lot better. But I was asked, am I voting for Obama or McCain? And some of you are pretty much niched into or stitched into YouTube, so some of you don't bother going over to Keen Vision because I guess you feel like you're part of some kind of family thing over on YouTube. I can't identify or relate to that, but I feel like I'll answer the MySpace people, because this video will be uploaded to 30 different websites at the same time. I am voting for Obama. I want Obama in. I'm tired of these old-ass fat white politicians who are just in it for the money. I also don't like dirty politicians. I don't like these things where you watch TV and they show you, oh, look at Obama, he used to be such an idiot, or he used to do this crap or this crap. I think it's retarded. I think that these presidents, if they want to make, these potential presidents want to make commercials, maybe they ought to make commercials about the positive things that they actually do and focus on that and not sit here and bring up the past. I mean, a lot of Christians, it's funny because they'll look at a president and they'll look at something that they may have done in their past and they're not too forgiving or kind about it, unless that president, like Bush, tells you all and fools you all into believing he's some kind of loving Christian who's going to do the Jesus thing. Boy, weren't you fooled. But besides that, I was wanting to talk about a traumatic experience I had. One thing I've always liked to do is I like to share about my personal life as well as my views about religion, government, and politics. A lot of videos that I have on YouTube right now are based around religion and how I feel about a few YouTubers. If you really want to see some stimulating material by me, you'll have to check out my website. I've got videos that are like 20 minutes long. I've even got a couple that are an hour where I talk about everything under the sun that you could possibly want to know. But I had a traumatic experience because, as I told you in my last video, I've been feeling pretty sick every couple of years, and I had to have this happen when I originally had my old Brett Keene account on YouTube. I let everybody know this, but I have a physical ailment where I have some, I guess, ripped cartilage or whatever, and what happens is in my pit, I start swelling up real bad, and it feels like two golf balls inside of my arm and everything, and I have to go and get it drained constantly. There's fluid buildup and all that. So I spend a lot of time sleeping and laying down and relaxing, and as you've probably noticed from my videos, I've also gained a little bit of weight. So it's tough. I've been trying to get out and do some walking and everything, but I ended up infuriating the problem even more. Had to go to the doctor early and get some drainage done. But something happened wrong. Something really bad happened wrong. The person that came in to work on me to cut me open and stuff, to drain all this stuff, they didn't give me the right kind of pills as usual, and it didn't numb me. That's right, it didn't numb me. And I told this doctor over and over, I'm not numb, I'm not numb enough for you to do this. And they told me I'd be fine, it'll kick in and all that, blah, blah, blah. So as I felt this basically scalpel mechanism tearing at my skin and my insides leaking out, and I'm sorry to disgust people or whatever, I could feel every single cut, every single tear, and it was very, very difficult on me, very hard to handle. I squirmed and I screamed. My friend was there and stuff. My wife's been totally freaked out and upset about the situation and everything, but that's what happens. Right now I'm on some serious painkillers, and I'm also on some antibiotics to make sure that the germs don't screw up my body even worse than what it already is. So I figured I'd share that with you. I'm about to have me a roast beef sandwich. I haven't really been eating for the past week too much. My stomach's been upset and hurting. Let's see. So that's why you see me relaxed and chilling out. I do want to entertain you all more. I do feel that you deserve a lot better than just some videos where I respond to some bullshit or whatever. I hope that you enjoyed the Venom Fang video. Let's see. I guess we could get some discussions and some debates going and all that. I also wanted to say something to Atheist at Large. Atheist at Large, I know that you get a lot of shit over in your room and stuff like that, but one of the reasons why I come into your room and I don't hang out too much is because there's too many non-believers in there. And when I come on to Stickam or any chat rooms, I usually like to get myself into actual debate rooms or rooms where people are discussing things and throwing out ideas. I like to be around people who completely believe differently than I do or think differently, because one of my hobbies or interest is to study people and to find out why it is that people think like they do, especially when it comes to the supernatural or phenomenons or things like that, or where people claim that they can heal or do shit. When a theist or a religious person does enter your room, they usually get yelled at by other people that are in the room, or sometimes even you get a little upset. And I can understand it's hard to deal with people sometimes, but I don't want to be in a room where people are taking turns trying to argue someone to death. I would rather be in a room filled with tons of conspiracy theorists and people who believe in all kinds of weird, crazy shit, from werewolves to vampires to goths. I'd rather hang out, basically what I'm saying is I'd rather hang out with Satanists and pagans and Christians who actually have the tolerance level to be able to have me in their presence than sit in a room with people who pretty much agree with everything I say anyway. That's not your problem. It's not your fault in the situation, Mr. Large. So, I even hang out in a room with my buddy Garancho, and we talk about everything under the sun, and I like to be in rooms where the issues are all talked about and weird shit. I did, however, enjoy this long, drawn-out conversation about fucking cartoons and TV shows in a debate faith room once, but usually it's just a lot of arguing, a lot of pandering bullshit, and I can't take it. But I think you're a swell guy, Atheist at Large. You used to email me in the past when I had my old YouTube account, and you and I talk every once in a while. And that's just my thing. Figured I'd let you know that, because you seem like the more and more we talk, you kind of get aggravated when I leave. All right, we'll see you later.